And now let's do some sports on the pause right now. Of course, I'm appeared to be standing or sitting in for Gary Al-Smith. Well, Joy Sports editor Nathaniel Atto has been speaking with Team Dogboe ahead of the Aumah Nelson fight night slated for April 1 at the Bukum Boxing Arena.
Thank you very much for staying with us. Nobody knows me as a boxer. I'm a broadcaster, but it feels good to be sharing, this moment of glory. There we go. So this is the WBO International Super Featherweight title. There we go. And this is the WBC World Youth Super Featherweight title. There we go. All of these belong to the boxer Isaac the Royal Storm Dogboe. Now, Isaac Dogboe will be in action when Aumah Nelson's fight night comes off on April 1 here in Accra. Isaac, thank you very much for your time. It's great to have you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, also here with us is Dan Isaacs. He is a sponsor of Isaac Dogboe, especially to aid his walk towards a world title. And of course, Michael Papo is also here, a new member of Team Dogboe. Okay, you are. All right, let's quickly get into the business. Now, you are getting yourself ready. We initially thought that you were going to fight for a world title. What happened?
Well, everything that happens is to the glory of God, first of all. As you know, Team Dogboe, we had to make a decision to pull out of the fight, the world title fight, because of lack of funds. However, just this week, that happened, and this week we had we released the news to our media partners, and Ghanaian Times put the news in their paper, and Mr. Dan Isaacs here came to Team Dogboe's rescue. So I mean, the world title fight is still coming on in June, July, within that time frame, and Mr. Dan Isaacs here from the Familia Pizzero, he flew out of New York, and he read the news article, and he was like, oh, he was looking for us. So he came and then, said, oh, this is what we can do. So God willing, we are yet to sit down to make the deal concrete. So we really looking forward, working with Familia Pizzero and to make sure that we're taking the world title.
All right, Dan, I want you to tell me, I mean, there are so many talented boxers around the world. Why Isaac?
Well, like everything, it's God's will. I'm here in Accra bringing New York City pizza. The brand is called Famous Familia. We were the official pizza for Madison Square Garden and Yankee Stadium, two of the most iconic sport venues in the world, particularly when it comes to boxing. And being a full-time resident here in Ghana, I know the long and storied history of the sport here, and I had the opportunity to read the Times on Monday about the fact that Isaac needed to pull out for his April 23rd bout. So the next morning I was able to contact Paul and sit down with him and said I thought it would be a perfect marriage between Famous Familia Pizzeria and getting on Team Dogboe to help him realize his goal and his dream of becoming a world champion. He's a great ambassador, not just for the sport, but for the people of Ghana and Africa as a whole. So it's a privilege to be here to help him. Now,
in terms of the relationship, how long do you want to have this relationship with the boxer?
As long as possible. I think he's got a long career ahead of him. He's a young man of 22, and we want to be with him for the whole ride.
Great stuff. Let's come to Michael Papo. Michael, he'll be speaking in Ghana. I'll quickly be translating to you. Michael, okay, Team Dogboe nyeo. Kajabino kame bo nyemo ne chomo mini bi ni eti no ke boni bo o filo ake o career ba nya ya hin.
Min dad mo shage shi. Noni wish Baba. Since the day he started training with Isaac Dogboe, ni join team. Na gaji ofiano ni ba Isaac wele nyumba ni fio. Because kokoi ha nyumba ha onyeni toke ofe no kubreche ponye until you give yourself to God. What do you mean? Ni join ame training everything. Me nale very good why because train mo na me train ko ke boxer jibo o town o take next step should have joined.
I see. It will be an mini okay me bo hi ni bo o to okay ya no ye o boxing him.
No ni turning ke me to me I ain't plans am In fight near no recent can win we have a way forward. Wafi title, big title Kohan.
Great stuff. So Michael Papo here is a new member of Team Dogboe, and he says that he has realized that there's a good training regimen in the camp, which is very advantageous to him as well. And he thinks that everything that happens as a will of God and how God has planned things to go. And he's glad to be part of the team and looks forward to doing great things with Team Dogboe as he also fights on the April 1 bill. Quick words before we wrap it up here. You are fighting on the bill. We've seen you fight. We've seen you deliver your stuff in the ring. What should we expect on April 1?
Like the postman, we always deliver. Team Dogboe, Rising Star Africa, the Warrior of Africa. April 1st, Aumah Nelson Fight Night, Volume 3. I'll be fighting a guy who is 3 times heavier than me. The only reason...
Is that not a big risk?
It is a risk, but then a risk that's worth taking. If you want to be the best, you have to make sure you're fighting whoever they put in front of you, regardless of the size. I'm the smallest person in my weight. However, whoever they put in front of me, the person goes down. It's not by my strength, But like I said, Edward Kambasi on April 1st, everyone has to be trooping down in the Bukom Boxing Arena. Aumah Nelson VIP Fight Night. It's going to be a great fight. Michael Papo here is also on the bill. He's fighting a guy called Isaac Dogboe. This is a great fight for him. When he wins this fight, he gets. We are preparing to make a WB Africa title for him. God willing, when he wins that fight, also it puts him in the world ratings at number 15. Exactly. So,
all right.
On that note, Team Dogboe always climbing higher.
Great stuff.
Thank you for your time,
Dan, thank you so much. And guys, all the best. We surely will be there on April 1 to support you. So this is Team Dogboe. They will be in action there at the Bukom Boxing Arena on April 1 on Aumah Nelson's Fight Night Volume 3, Part 3. And Joy Sports will surely be following as we go along. Thank you very much.